The New York Jets take on the Philadelphia Eagles this Sunday in what may be their most difficult matchup all season. And I am here to make my 5 bold predictions for the game. Let's do it. And well, welcome back to New York Sports WickerMedia. I'm Watu-K99. Thank you, as always, for taking the time to watch these videos. Quick reminder, we go live every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. right here on the New York Sports WickerMedia channel. Come on by and check it out. All right, bold predictions time. Now, we're going to get to Jets versus Eagles in just one moment, but I'm going to spend one quick second here and recap our predictions for the game against the Denver Broncos, because they turned out kind of interesting, I thought. I predicted that the Jets would score a touchdown in the first quarter. I felt that was bold because the Jets have never scored in the first quarter up until this game. They had a field goal, they had a safety, so pretty close. I predicted Zach Wilson would score 3 combined touchdowns between passing and running. He scored 0. Not too good on that one. Michael Carter, I predicted, would have more touches than Dalvin Cook. Cook had 6, Carter had 4, but Carter played way more snaps than Dalvin Cook did. Pretty interesting. I also predicted Garrett Wilson would be held under to 50 yards receiving or less. He was right around that mark. He had 54 on just 3 catches. And also, I predicted the Jets would have 4 sacks against the Denver Broncos, and I aced that one. Quincy had 2. Bryce Huff had 1, Jermaine Johnson had 1, and my score prediction was Jets 23, Broncos 20. Jets won 31-21. They added that late touchdown on the Bryce Hall fumble recovery to sort of ice it. All right, well, let's try it again, and we are going to make our predictions for Jets-Eagles, a very, very difficult matchup to say the least. I am putting up my game preview video, which is up as of Saturday morning. And I'll break that matchup down in a whole lot of detail because there is a lot to talk about with this game. But my predictions. I predict that the Jets will get 80 yards or less running from their running backs. Now, Philadelphia has the best run defense in football. They're holding their opponents to 61 yards per game. The Jets are averaging over 120 rushing yards per game. The interior offensive line has been very good, but going up against Fletcher Cox, Jordan Davis, Milton Williams, and plus no AVT at right tackle, this is a lot to overcome. Even the loss of Jalen Carter, it really hurts Philadelphia a lot more in the passing game than it does the running game. So I think Zach Wilson's going to have to do quite a bit in this game for the Jets to win it. I predict the Jets will score single-digit points. I think the offensive line just has too much to overcome in this game. I think it's just too much to try to block all these studs the Eagles have. Throw in the men I just mentioned. Throw in Hassan Reddick. Throw in a Josh Sweat, who not a lot of people give a lot of attention to. It's going to be a heck of a challenge. But I think they could take breecehall away. And can I trust Zach Wilson at this point to play for 4 quarters the way he would need to for them to move the ball down the field consistently? I don't know. I think the Jets are going to have some field goal attempts in this game, but I just don't see them getting in the end zone. I don't know, at least not by the offense. I hope I'm wrong, but I think it's going to be difficult for them to do that more than once. I predict tyconklin will have 65 yards receiving or more. The Eagles struggle against tight ends. I think Conk could convert some big third downs and help move the chains. I also predict Dallas Goedert, the Eagles tight end, will score 2 touchdowns. The Jets have allowed 5 touchdowns to tight ends this season. That is a league high. Goedert had a season breakout game last week against the Rams. So Tony Adams, Jordan Whitehead, possibly Quincy Williams, the spotlight is squarely on you guys to contain Dallas Goedert. And finally, I predict these 2 teams will combine for 5 field goals or more in this game. You have 2 fantastic kickers in Gregzuerlein and Jakeelliott in this game. You also have 2 very good red zone defenses, but the red zone offenses have not been doing the job. You know, we talked a lot about the Jets going 0 for 5 in the red zone against the Broncos last week. Well, the Eagles struggled against the Rams in the red zone as well. So I'm going to say it's a lot of field goals. Ultimately, though, I think the Eagles are just the better team. Anything the Jets could do, the Eagles can. That's where the Eagles' strengths are. I think it's just a bad matchup. Even with the losses of Jalen Carter and Darius Slay, I just can't see the Eagles being contained by the Jets all day. I think it's going to be relatively close with field goals early, and I think then Philadelphia scores a couple of late touchdowns to put it away. My score prediction, I just can't be optimistic. I've got the Eagles 27 and the Jets 9. That is my prediction. Certainly hope I'm wrong, but I want to see your predictions. Put them down there in the comments. What players will you be watching for to have an impact? What's your score prediction? I look forward to seeing what you have to say. Thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you right back here with more content from you know where, the Wicker Chair.